Thanks for tuning in. Here I have another quick video, but this time I am trying something new. I just wanted to walk through my memory lane and wanted to show you what kind of phones I have used. Hopefully you like this content. If you like, do leave a comment or hit like, and then if you don't like this kind of content, do let me know. I won't be sharing something on these lines. So while I was just quickly going through my stuff, I just got this idea of sharing what kind of devices I have used, and of course in the due course of life I have lost few of the devices, and I have actually exchanged and upgraded to another device, falling for those exchange traps. But never mind, I will show what I have today. So hopefully you like this video as well. So starting with my first ever mobile phone, and this is Nokia 6100. So probably you got an idea at what age I started using, and those younger generation would definitely may or may not know what is a Nokia phone like. And this is 2G phone. We are in the generation of 5G now, and I love this phone. I still remember how I ran left right to get this one into my pockets. This one actually came with a blue color, and this actually was revamped. I'm just trying to hold on to this phone since this is my first phone, and so many fond memories with this phone. And this was something which I go back in time and I take a look at this. And of course this is stale now. It can charge, but since in Singapore 2G is no more available, it won't be of any use as of today. Okay, then I was particularly fond of this devices from Nokia. This is I hope I can focus on this 71. Okay, this is particularly E series Nokia devices, which I was really fond of when we were using Nokia those days. And then these QWERTY keyboards, which was really nice and awesome those days. And then you have volume up down button. There's a power button here, and then the headphone jack, and then here you could insert the micro SD card, and then you could connect with this as well to transfer data here. And then since this was having a QWERTY keyboard, I used to love using this, and then used it heavily for email writing as well. So this is one of my top contenders of Nokia series, and I still have very fond memories of this phone. Then I will move on. If you could guess, ta-da! This was one of the manufacturers, Blackberry. I know so many Blackberry fans who use Blackberry day in day out, and I felt really sad when Blackberry was dead, and then they were so late to upgrade their systems, their product, and finally they moved on to Android. I felt like they should have retained Blackberry and could have done something with how Blackberry evolved, the software itself. I'm not so techy, I didn't do any analysis, but moving to Android and leaving away their Blackberry software, it was going to be dead any which ways when I heard that it's going to move towards Android. And then eventually I noticed it died, and so is this, in fact. Yeah, the Symbian software, which was so popular those days, and we know who actually killed this. And then we still remember how Apple our famous CEO who came and introduced Apple product, he actually showed this, and then he showed an iPod, and then finally he came up with an Apple iPhone, right? So never mind, not that I'm trying to say that Apple came and killed all these products, but at the same time I think somewhere I felt like these people didn't really upgrade themselves. They were too late to anticipate what was coming their way. Okay, so this one is Blackberry Passport, and I love this keyboard. Fantastic, and then still works. I could connect, but I cannot really use this in today's time. Has an FM, has a decent video capacity. Maybe let me just try to turn on if there is any charge. Recently I tried to turn it on. Okay, well, whatever I'm saying, right, I have not scripted it. I'm just trying to say whatever is coming to my heart as is. I'm not trying to offend anyone, and these are just my personal thoughts and comments as it is coming to my head. I'm just putting it onto a video and I'm sharing with you guys. Hopefully nobody's getting offended, and nothing. These are all devices. They are not human beings, so nothing to take personal, right? Okay, so moving on. This was BlackBerry, one of my favorite devices, and I have used BlackBerry as well. So starting with Nokia, then went to here, then went to BlackBerry. Okay, and in between I used HTC. I got interested in those silver color HTC phone, and then I went and got one HTC. For a few months I used it, but there was a big issue on how the emails were handled on HTC. I remember writing an email to for a role, and then that agent receiving the same email like 20 times, and then he finally called me saying, "Hey buddy, why are you sending me so many emails?" And I said, "I didn't send you so many emails, just send once." And then I realized that there was a glitch in that HTC email phone, and then it was going on sending him the same email repeatedly. I felt like, oh shit, that was stupid of me. And then I threw that phone, and after which I upgraded to let me remember, Samsung Note. So I gave away the HTC, and then I got a Samsung Note. That was the first time I held a Note series in my hand. That was a fabulous phone. After which I finally jumped to iPhone. Here, this is iPhone 5s. Before this I had an iPhone 4, and then I had got it in a used market. Unfortunately, when I got it from someone, he never told me that he sold me a product from Dubai, which was bought in Dubai or manufactured for Dubai. So when you buy a product which was built for Dubai, apparently the FaceTime won't work. And then the key reason for me even today was FaceTime, and then that was not working, so I had to let go of that phone, and eventually I got this one. And can you imagine how tiny this is? Okay, it's about there. Okay, let me put this there. Okay, no, let's not measure the screen, but the screen ratio, but still compared to the phones what we have today, it's like super tiny, right? But still, this was the phone those days, and I still have a fond memory of how I used this phone. After which I had a 6s here. Gold. Then 10s. Okay, so in between the 6 and the 10, I had a 7 as well. Then I gave away the 7. For some reason, I also noticed that when you go for a resale, iPhones sold like hotcake, even in a seconds market. When you're trying to go and give it away, I don't know why. I was quite surprised. In Singapore as well, they were being sold like hotcake. So I went and exchanged my 7 and got this Note 9. I still love this one. I was mentioning about this in one of the videos here when I was talking about Samsung phones. This is Note 9, and then this is a one-of-a-kind phone, after which I stopped buying Samsung. So Samsung history, I liked Note series a lot, and then I kept on buying Note series until Note 7. And then Note 7, we know that there was a big glitch in battery. All of those phones were blasting away, and then they had to recall the phone. Then they gave a apology letter. They gave another device, and finally they said, oh, forget it, we're not gonna sell the Samsung phone anymore, 7 series, Note 7 series anymore. And they had to pull that back from the market, after which I was so disappointed with them and I stopped. But I knew after this they're gonna stop this 3.5mm jack. And then I was fond of this stylus which came with this phone, and then how sleek it was, okay, at that time. So I could never let go. So I gave the iPhone 7 Plus, then I got this one, and then after that I got the Note 10. No, not Note 10. See, I'm getting confused. This is an iPhone 10. Today also this works. I've been using this with another SIM. Okay. Then among all the iPhones, this is my top 11 Pro. This is the one-of-a-kind phone which I still like, and I don't know why iPhone had to evolve and lose this kind of curved edges. I really love this curved edges instead of the sharp edges, and then how it felt in the hand even today. I miss this model actually, and I'm holding on to this. Okay, this is one beautiful phone. So this is 11 Pro. Small one. Okay, then after this I went into this phone. This is 13 Pro. It's not the Max, it's the Pro. So somewhere I feel like, see, from here to here, if you guys know the older series, right, like the 5S. Okay, let me just put them next to each other. Okay, you see sharp edges, okay, design. And then 4S was also something like this, but a bit broader. And then 13 like this. So they jump back to from here with these soft edges. They try to jump back to this sharp edges again, which was what people liked earlier before this model. So if you see, those who remember the first Apple phone, it was always having these curved edges, nice curved edges, and then they came with this sharp edges, then back now to the sharp edges again after they use these curved edges. I won't be surprised again back in time, in few days there will be another one which has a very curved edges, like I think it's already there, the iPhone Air. So designers, Apple, whoever it is, the product makers, they play with people's mind, and then they also try to see what will be the best fit for whatever they are trying to put it into the product. And of course the technology inside, the chip and the speed and whatever is the camera, all of that also matters as to how they can put it into the frame and then the box itself, right? I don't know, I'm making sense, or I'm actually talking nonsense, but I hope you are able to connect to what I'm trying to say here. Okay, let me try to zoom out a bit. So in short, I just wanted to share this quick video as to what was my journey in having different kind of mobile phones. Started with Nokia, went to Blackberry, then touched HTC, then went to Samsung Note series. Now I am with iPhone, and iPhone has been constant after I was so disappointed with Note 7. The battery issue where people were not allowed to board the flight if you are carrying that phone. That would have been like crazy, right? yeah, nonetheless, I still like this Note 9, and this has been my top priority and top for phone, if not Apple iPhone. And then if you go back and ask why Apple, why iPhone, why not any other product, one thing which I always liked about iPhone is the camera quality, and then the second, which I'm using now an iPhone to take this video. So one is that, and then how the sound is actually captured, not only the camera, it's also the microphone clarity, which is picked up by the phone. The second is the FaceTime. Okay, FaceTime, before WhatsApp, before all these other products which came with video calling, FaceTime has been there with Apple, and it was really helpful. It's a great idea to have one Apple device connecting to another Apple device with FaceTime video calls flawlessly, even at a very nominal network connectivity, meaning with no strong network. Also, I could make video calls on FaceTime, and that's something which I always cherished using Apple phone. Yeah, that was it. I don't know if I have to share anything beyond whatever I've said right now, and I hope you like this video. And if you like this video, if you like this kind of content, do let me know and I will post more. Thanks a lot for watching. See you again. Bye bye.